Hi Jesse. So how excited are you for your show in Manila? Is it your first time?
It's my first time, and I'm very excited. I know that I've had fans here for many years, and it's been such a shame that I haven't been able to get down here earlier, but I'm super excited to be here, and I can't wait to see a whole new set of faces out in the audience on Saturday night.
So have you ever tried Filipino food?
Not yet. Tonight will be my first experience. My first experience. I don't know where we're going, but I think we're going to try some Filipino cuisine.
Yeah. So what can your fans expect from your Manila show?
A lot of upbeat energy. It's going to be it's going to feel fast, but it's about an hour and 15-minute show, and it goes by pretty quickly because it's all high energy. One moment we come down and do an acoustic bit, but a lot of the old hits, a couple new songs, and a lot of crowd participation too.
So you promise to sing all your hits there?
Yes.
So you have ventured into both acting and singing. So what do you think is the highlight of your career?
The highlight? Well, there's been many. I think that releasing my first debut album was a big moment because it sort of introduced me to the world, and I went from being this local high school kid to somebody who was known in the Philippines. It was a very big shift for me, and I think that was definitely a big highlight. And then later on, just developing as a writer and becoming a songwriter with some big hit records as a writer was also very validating for me as well.
So have you experienced in your tour that you got tired of singing your hits over and over again?
No, I mean, that I certainly can sing them with, half asleep at this point. I know how to sing them frontwards and backwards, but it never gets old, particularly when the fans are singing along and they sing all the songs, with you. It's especially helpful if you forget the lyrics because they can just sing the song for you.
Yeah. So among your songs, especially your hits, which one is your favorite? Beautiful Soul or Leavin?
I think Beautiful Soul is obviously the most nostalgic. It was the first hit song I ever had, and that never gets old. But recently I've been enjoying singing a lot of the new stuff too. There's a song called Selfless that a lot of people don't know, but when they hear it for the first time, I think it really connects with the audience.
So through the years, what have you learned from your life now in career?
What have I learned? I would say patience. I've learned a lot about patience and just taking it all in and enjoying the moment while it's here and enjoying the present. I think that is something that when you're younger you kind of can lose sight of, and I think you just appreciating things a lot more.
So what ultimately is music to you?
I'm sorry?
What is music to you?
What is music to me? It's a universal language in which we all understand.
You started in the business so young, so did you enjoy your childhood and being a teenager? And how did you cope with all the pressures?
It's funny, I was definitely, a lot of people think that I was robbed of a childhood because I was successful at a young age, but I was able to squeeze in a lot of normal years as a young kid. And it wasn't until I was about 16, 17 where things really started getting to a point where it was time to really focus on my career. But I was able to get some great years of just normal child adolescence, where I would play baseball with my baseball team and go to dances. I did miss a couple of dances here and there. I missed a couple of school activities, but I think ultimately there's a small price to pay for what I was doing and what I'm still doing.
And tell us more about Geek. How did it come? How did you come up with it, and how did it end up with you to do it, and not as your singer? And did you expect it to be a big hit?
I don't think you ever expect to answer your question, the second part of it, you don't ever expect any song to be a huge hit. You hope, but usually it never happens. 99.9% of the songs you write, no one will ever hear, right? So, no, I never expected it to be a hit. I was completely taken back when it was. As far as its inception, I was in the studio writing for my third album, and I was working with Ryan Tedder. And he singer and writer of One Republic. And we were in the studio writing, and out came this song. And actually, a lot of people didn't think it was right for me, particularly people I was working with at the time did not think it was necessarily the right song, or some people just didn't even like it. And it sat around for about a year, and Brian called me and said, I'd like to pitch this to Simon Cowell and Leona Lewis, who just won X Factor. Is that cool? I wasn't doing anything with it at the time. So we pitched it, she sang it, and didn't really think much about it until somebody called me and said, hey, didn't you write a song, Bleeding Love? Because I just heard it on the radio by this female artist. And I kind of looked it up and realized that it was sort of coming, it was big in the UK and now coming to the United States. And it just took us all by surprise because the song had been written, a year prior to that. So it was a very special time for me, for sure.
And you ended up having your version of it.
I put out my version of it later. It's funny, I recorded the demo of the song. So what Leona heard when she heard the song was probably my vocal, and then she recorded it. And then after she made it a hit, I think I went back in the studio and did my own version of it as well. But no one could ever top Leona's vocal. That was a timeless performance.
Yeah, it is. And so do you have any plans to write songs for other artists also?
At the moment, no, because I'm so busy trying to finish my album. So right now I'm just focusing on writing my project, and I'm trying to get other writers to work with me to help me finish my project. Maybe at some point, I'll write some songs for other artists again, but I just want to write the best song, keep all the good songs for myself.
You've been signed to a major label like Hollywood Records, and now you're independent.
Sure.
So what do you think is the difference between working with a major label and working as independent?
Well, there's like the obvious, right? You have a lot more creative freedom when you're an independent artist. It's something you hear all the time, and it's cliche, but it's true. When you write a song, there's people going to tell you, sorry, Bleeding Love is not the song we want for you. Don't do it. There's going to be people that tell you, you should do this, you should do that. And it can be a little suffocating at times. But they have very deep pockets, so they can spend a lot of money in a short amount of time, and they can do things that sometimes you wouldn't be able to do because they have a big checkbook. So there's that. I've enjoyed both sides of it. Hollywood Records was a really great time of my life, and there's still a lot of people from that company that I still talk to today. They did a lot for me in my young career and were able to put me on the map. So I'm very grateful for that. But I'm also very grateful right now of being an independent artist and having the freedom to do whatever it is that I want to do, and deciding this song or that song. Deciding what I want to shoot for a music video, deciding that I want to go to the Philippines because I want to go to the Philippines, and not sticking to somebody else's schedule. That's also very liberating.
So what gives you more fulfillment, acting or singing?
I'm fulfilled when I'm doing the job, whatever the job is. If it calls for me to act, then I put all my eggs in that basket, and I'm ready to give my best performance, whatever it is.
How about recording, singing, or performing in front of the audience?
It's all part of the job. I think live performance is probably one of my favorite aspects because it's new. There's room for change and variables every night. It's always a very exciting thing. It's probably one of the few things that brings on a lot of adrenaline. I think there's, at this point, I've done this for so long, I've put my 10,000 hours in, there's very little I haven't seen. The only thing that still gets me or got me was performing for the President of the United States. That slipped me up a little bit. And also just performing in front of really stiff rooms like business people can sometimes be a little nerve-wracking because I have to break the ice. But I'm getting better at that too. So it's all fun. I enjoy every aspect of it.
How do you react when people sing your songs?
I give them the microphone. I just let them sing.
So what has fame taught you?
I'm sorry?
Fame taught you.
What has fame taught me? Fame has taught me that I need to think about whatever it is that you're doing because it can impact the life of somebody else in a negative or positive way.
So my last question is, who is Jesse McCartney then, and Jesse McCartney now personally and musically?
I'm still the same person. I think I just I know a lot more people now, and I've traveled a lot. I've seen the world. I've met a lot of really great people. I've met some not so cool people. I've been able to digest all of that and learn from it and have fresh perspective and hopefully write better songs because of it.
And can you give a message to your fans?
Yes, to all my Filipino fans, thank you so much for all your love and support over the years, and I hope to see you Saturday night. Gotta come see the show.
That's it. Thank you, Jesse.
Thanks, Mark. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.